this is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your reading. This is this spare the moment. Spirit told me to get on and do live, which I had told my Sunshine group to do something, one thing different than you usually do. I do lives, but I haven't done live doing this rated R stuff at all. Like I told Kathy D, this is kind of new for me. Afterwards, I'll do my channel message that I got about the karmic situation. I won't add that on into this one. I'll do that differently. So let's kind of like dive right on in and kind of see what's going on and why Spirit is like, get the cards out and get the cards out now. I'm like, what? I'm sorry, David. I'm not in your favorite glasses. Today I was like, I don't want the big glasses on. He's like, I got to see your eyes. So I'm like, can you see them? Okay, now I'm going back. Okay, so you know I got a new setup now. So this will be it for you being able to see it, because I'm going to try to see. Well, it is kind of nice and up close. But let me see. I don't want to do anything. Let me say, you should have left it alone. Okay, so now, here we go. You see my other one. She's looking at you. So I'm going on. And so if I'm not able to see you in the chat here, hello, everybody. Thank you for choosing to come to the chat, coming to the live with the reading that I'm using here for the Divine Masculine, just to kind of see. Okay, so now, moving on. Let's see, and I want to be off of here before Jupiter 1111 comes on here too, as well. And you might see that we might be saying the same message, because she was like, you have been on live. I want to go on live. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So I'm just going ahead and do that. So let's look and see what's happening with the 50. Why was I clear? My furnace went out. I had to go get the heating and cooling man to come. Ooh, whoa, got two of them, three of them, really, several of them. The heating and cooling went out in the house. And then I had to have him come by and put that in. So it has been a morning. Called him 5 in the morning. My mom was like, you're not going to call him this early? Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I'm going to have to call him because, clear, because I need some heat on. So he just kind of like just left. Okay. Just left. So we have to make sure we get the clarity and the understanding about what's going on with this situation today for me to tell. And so whenever you are able to look at this, it'll be for you. All right, thank you so much. I see my numbers are coming up, so thank you for also, again, this my gratitude for choosing Divine Unisource 11 to help you, to be your guide for you on your journey. So we got several cards that's here right now. Okay, the cards are, you can't even see this way. I have to pull it out this way. So how about I back you up just a smidgen more, so you can kind of at least get a good idea of what's going on here. This is smidgen. Here, not a smidgen. Just a little smidge. Okay, so these are the cards that I got here that's out. So we have a storm, a typhoon of emotions is going on with the Divine Masculine right now. So that's probably why it told me to do that. And it's about structure. Now, when I look at this word or this thing say structure, to me is almost like a typhoon of emotions of a person that wants to break free. Okay, so they really want to be able to break free at this point. The next card here we have is a giant conflict. So right now, the Divine Masculine is going through a conflict right now. They're saying the conflict is coming around because it's helping him with his focus. I'm getting a fork in the road. Some of it is like he's been focusing in on the wrong things. And so again, like I say about, I keep on using this symbolism of this apple juice and shaking up things to get all the things that have been sediment and been at the bottom of it, to kind of shake him up, to kind of start looking at things a little differently. It's focus again, how you're looking at things, how you're looking at the situation. So this is like the big blow up. I said that if you had gotten the Kundalini thing that I did, the hump day, that was on yesterday. that I talked about that. And it's just $4. I talked about the big event that was going to occur. And it's showing here. So maybe this big event right now, this is in the 50. These cards represent what's happening in the 50. So that means it's working its way from the 50 to the 4D down to the 3rd. So it's a conflict that's on its way, a big conflict. So again, 3 weeks from now, or it could be for the Stonehenge, how they do the astrological timing of things, happen from summer solstice to winter solstice. Between that time, giant conflict happening. It's going to help him to kind of really more so is 2 ways. Help him to zoom in on things, more hone in on things that he's got to work on, or some things that have been happening. There's been a conflict that I'm picturing like he's pretty much had his eyes covered about the whole situation. But this is going to help him to kind of have him broadening up his scope of how he's seeing things. Another thing is that we have here is Pontus, which is he's going to make him take a deep dive into his emotions as well, a deep dive into it. Let me just out of curiosity, who is that? Let's see. I can say hi. Hi, Angela. How you doing? So yeah, so that is the deep dive that he's got to be able to go into. Using the head. So you know what? The other day I had used that also in doing the reading, that the head was helping. The divine feminine was moving his head so he can be able to know what direction he is. We always talk about like head, like leadership. To me, this is like taking a deep dive for him to really take ownership, and which is a leadership of where he needs to go. Hey, hi, Miss Abundantly Grateful. Grand rising to you too. And so this is going to help him to get a better understanding of where he needs to go, but also for him to take ownership as a leader as to where he is in his placement. Again, that's why I was picking up. It's like a cause and effect. You know, it's no more talking about everybody else. What have I brought to the table that has caused me to be in this situation, whichever this great conflict is about to occur and happen. And they say, I am that I am. So again, taking this deep dive into it, the I am that I am means bring in the consciousness of understanding of just being, but also that your being is divine as well. Next one is Alistair, so which is father, family, and family conflicts. Okay, let me see what this next one is. Hierarchical structure. So to me, what this is saying here is this is going to help him. Some of these divine masculines are in the role that they are is to clear up family bloodlines or family ties, or to clear up the way in which they see family from how it maybe has been when they were growing up, the structure of it, to how they had pretty much say, when I grow up, I'm going to have this type of family as well. And so this is being changed from the 5D. It's a conflict. To me, I'm picking up that conflict is the conflict of what is it as far as what is their understanding or their ideology of what it is. I'm trying to see who's on here too. Okay, beautiful. That's on here. So this is going to be a change in structure of what a role of a father is, what the role of a family is, what is family conflict. Some of them are in these relationships, divine masculines. You're in relationships with divine feminines or karmic feminines that needs to have that dynamic change. And that reminds me of Benita. Benita was stating that a lot of us are going through the things that we are going is because she's like the family dynamic is going to be changed in the twin flame connection. And so that's what that is about with that. So now let's kind of get into delve into this and looking from these cards here. What is it that's going on with this divine masculine that got me from what I'm doing to see what's happening with the divine masculines collectively? So how is this? What is this? How's this looking? Okay, so this is the energy. This is like the overall energy cards for me. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. We got a lot of swords here. A lot of swords here now. So you can see it. Because I've seen that when I did my test run there. You can't really see. So these is a lot of swords here. Which means, again, this is interesting. Although this is like a flag, but swords is the conflict. Again, this is a continuation from the one that I had did yesterday. That's on my Divine Unisouls 11 code, which talked about the energies for the divine masculine. I did both divine feminine and divine masculine. And this is saying that, to me, when I see this, it's like he's getting conflict from all different directions. We talk about family. I'm seeing family. I'm seeing friends. I'm seeing relationships. I'm seeing conflict from himself. I mean, he's catching it from all different things here. But they're saying like this flag here. Yeah, thank you, Angela. She said, yeah, they're really going through it. So this flag here is almost like you say like a banner, you know. It's like a banner that's kind of like you have that as a sign of either to kind of remind you, you know, to wave the banner, like in victory or whatever, like war that you have there, wave your banner. So these are the things that's going on with him. But then also I see him in his throne. So he's pretty much, again, trying to sit in his power. But at the same time, I'm saying, is that a wolf or a dog? It could be, it looks like it's a dog. To me, he's like to really, in where he's at, he's still trying to work on what is his, yeah, it could be white flag, like he said, I surrender. Well, if that is so, then I like that too, Angela, where it is, it's like you're getting to the point that is saying, all this stuff come to me, I surrender with this. So at the same time, while he's sitting so-called in his power, he's got this dog here laying at his feet, which to me represents like loyalty, how to have mastery over things, how to be friendships and things like that. So, you know, right now is laying at his feet. All these things that and he's saying that he wants to be is like right there. He's got the potential to have that too. But at the same time, I got to pull this up where I'm seeing. I see he does have his sword of truth in his hand. So to me, you know, it's like I still say the banner. I'm going to go back to what I'm saying here. This is just, this banner is like a reminder. Like, you know, in my classroom, you have posters and anchor charts to kind of remind you, this is what I want to be. I want to be able to handle all of my focus on this mastery in all aspects. I like that too. So he's getting conflicts in all this. Or also in his mind, he's thinking about how he could get also, like I like that too, mastery of things from all aspects. And seeing this, and like I said, just like in the classroom, we used to have posters to kind of remind us as little things like, this is what we're aiming for. This is what, you know, if you forget, this is it. You know, even through the center of the storm that they're saying about these storms is emotions. Right now, you are the center of it. You are the one that's supposed to be the I am that I am, right here at the center of it all. And then you have here, this is where I want to be. Right here, this is what I strive to be. So the next card that we have here is the Six of Swords again. So to me is, now when I look at this, I see it, and remember, I do not do the traditional tarot of reading. As far as he feels like he's being left out in the cold. This is taking this journey here, especially when I see a boat here, and this reminds me of like a Viking boat, where they're sending off like things, it's like it's a death. A death of all these conflicts of swords that have been used, and conflicts of mind things that he has used here. And he's setting his sail there because, again, this has left him, this kind of conflict of the mind has left him in the cold, which here you see no leaves here. So he's gained no knowledge from having this type of mindset from this. Next thing, and it's left things, it's almost like, although she's doing it, but it could be also like a frozen lake too as well. Next thing here we have is the Seven of Swords here as well. So some kind of woman, this could be the karmic or somebody who's kind of to be is like, Elvira in the wrong way, has all these swords. And to me, she's like the, oh no, I know this from, Yeah, I know about that. That's why I put in the community. This was last minute. Spirit told me to do something about the DM. So something they're going through. I don't know what it is. So we have the Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords here. This says spades. They got it in spades. Something about this, I always think about somebody, oh, they got it in the spades, which means something they don't have because somebody is owning possession of all these things. It's like she is the source of why there's conflict is actually happening here. And this window is very small. We got this wall here. So to me, it's like, this is the reason why I have my walls up. This is the reason why I have my boundaries up. It's this divine karmic, or this karmic, or some feminine figure is the one that is kind of like having all this weaponry to be able to use against the divine masculine. Okay, the next card that we have out here is the Mother of Pentacles. Okay, so this one here, I'm going to say again, is, this reminds me when I look at this card, what's the other one? It was it was a card that had the green on there, but she's sitting in the throne. I'm surprised that didn't come into. Well, this, whenever I see that, this represents the divine feminine again. Still working on being rooted and grounded in her heart chakra as well. Here, but we see a lot of nudity. So again, here, that means she's worked on these chakras, these areas. She's open. Her heart is open to receive in the material, because this is Pentacles, so this is in the material world here as well. But also, and I'm seeing the fruits of the labor here as well. But what I don't like, gotta watch, this is what I'm saying, in his emotions, let's put this is him too, in his emotions, flip-flop, the divine feminine energies that I'm talking about. She's in her power, but something about his slave, and that's kind of almost, it's interesting. I had to talk with myself too, say I don't want to get too in the hustle mode of trying to get things done and having the fruits of my labor, and at the same time, that to me, since they're young, this represents to me like the future. This is like the now, the present. And in the future, I become a slave into me trying to have this fruits of my labor here. You know, I'm sitting pretty right here, but if I keep on being in the master of what I'm doing for the divine masculine, this is what he's saying, and really chasing the money or the paper, or this being a mother, being able to birth new beginnings and new things as far as the material things, you don't want to end up in the future that you become a slave into this, because this looks like to me like you're serving, like a servant to something. And something about this energy that I got right here is not of a positive here. Okay, and so this is what the divine masculine feels like. It's something about this making of money, trying in the material worlds. In the future, they feel like they're going to be a slave to something. Okay, so that's what's going on with them. That's the overall energies for them. As far as in their actions, what are they doing as far as in their actions right now? Clear. So something about the material world. Well, that goes back to the conflict, the emotions, understanding the hierarchy. Seeing this too right here. Okay, let's see what is going on. All right, let's see what's happening in their actions. Okay, so what's happening with the actions with the here is we have here the divine masculine here wants his freedom, but he wants his freedom still riding or still masking his emotions. That's not going to work in here, and he knows he's got to take action because he's got the wand in his hand, but he's going about it the wrong way. Okay, because it looks like he's going away from, to me, okay, got divine confirmation. He's going away from home, or like he's on his way on the journey to go to you, or wherever it is, his location, and he's kind of taking that path, but at the same time, what he's got, the divine masculines, you're still not going with it in your true integrity, or practicing your true authenticity in doing it. You've got to work on that. And doing things with fidelity as well. This is what's going on. To me, it seems like it's still a masking. And I'll just continue to just talk about the divine masculine himself. I could go two ways with this, because anytime when I see him with the wig on, and they're with the white wig on, that lets me know that these are both karmic. In this karmic situation, a third party situation with that, again, he's still trying to bring pleasure to the other party, the karmic situation. She's got her mask on, got the wig on, so that's covering. It's a lot of covering of things here as well. So, but this here, since it's 10 of cups to be, this brings to be is like, this is now in the actions. This is now coming towards a close on this. So this is like the last final chapter. But even as, although it's coming to a closing, he's still practicing this, where he's still not being his true self. He's still trying to bring, play nice or play house with the karmic feminine that's involved. Karmic, it could be, or any kind of karmic situations, person, place, or thing. He's still playing along with it instead of letting it go. Okay, so in his emotions, he's trying to give pleasures to where he is. In his thinking, he's trying to still play along with it. So that's that one. All right, so the next card here. No, this is like the heart of the matter. Stop. Oh, I forgot. The top fell off. I don't have that no more. Clear. What's the heart of the matter? 2 cards. The heart of the matter that's going on right here is that he knows that his divine feminine is waiting for him. He knows that she's got a picture of how she wants things to be. It's a twofold. It's one way this is, you are influencing him, divine feminines. You are influencing that. I see the scroll here to me, remember, to me, which represents you're kind of like hard at work. To me, you're looking at the past. Scrolls always remind me of the past. Also wanting like really a peace, like doves, love doves, about a peace and love about it. Understanding that, you know, at the end of it all, you are the sweet treat as well. You also know in the feminine energies that, you know what, things that are no longer serving or have life need to die off as well. So you've been working on that, and he can feel that you've been working on those things. And at the same time, while you're doing that, to me, it seems like you have this picture to kind of give you a picture of where you think the relationship or the connection should be going. This is kind of driving you as well. It's being like a motivation as well for that. But at the same time, you're sad about that. Divine Master said, I can feel that. I can feel that sadness and that loneliness too, coming from that. Also, it reflects in the Divine Masculine. Him and his emotions is lonely because, again, he's thinking about being nostalgic about how you all been. He's looking at maybe old pictures and pictures in his mind and daydreaming about things that come up to him too as well. He knows you want to be the sweet treat at the end of the day, and he too also wants to be these like love doves where it's just you and him together, and that serenity and peace here. And he too knows right now where he is, it's time for things to kind of fall away, you know, and to start to me like a new season of things. Also, in the heart of the matter with him, he understands, backwards. So that means this is really the energy that he's moving in, since it was a reversal. Really seeing within him, this is the 5 of Wands. Some says read the book so I can kind of get, maybe it might be, some tells me it's going to inspire me by reading that. Let me see real quick. Watching the magic of the jug with 3 ribbons. Good luck and happiness are not always and only for ourselves, but can be passed on to others, expecting that someone will give them to us in the future. Yeah, I like this little book too. Yeah, it helps. You know, sometimes I can wing it, and then sometimes I'm like, I gotta go look and see what it is. You know, this came out in the reading that I had did. I know you tired of me saying that shameless plug, but this came out in the reading that I had did on a hump day that I have on Divine Unisouls 11 for $4. So this is a continuation, and I see why they say they wanted me to go on here to do this, which is he's looking at how everybody else is right now. It's the one he had felt in the card that he felt like he was imprisoned in his emotions, and he looked outside the window and he was like, but everybody else is free. They doing the same thing I'm doing, but they free. So to me, when I look at this, it was very good. Thank you. And so to me, when I look at this, it's like, you know, you got to really kind of reveal some things about himself. This is how you want to be. It's almost just like in the somewhere over the rainbow, with them. Why do bluebirds fly? These are bluebirds. But at the same time, it's like, you know, look at the way your sword is. You don't have it in your hand. You're not standing in your truth. You're not looking in the mirror. The mirror has been put down. You got this cup of love, and you're not drinking from it. You got this here thing that's lit here, or which is your light, your torch. You're not, you know, doing anything with it. You know, you're not using it as a guiding light, but you're looking at everybody else and what they doing, but you ain't paying attention to what's happening in your own home, your own backyards. You know, you're looking at everybody else's. Grass is green on the other side, but you could be over there too. So this is what this reminds me of with the divine masculine. The heart of the matter is you keep on thinking everybody else is supposed to be entitled into this love divine masculine, but you're not looking at it for yourself, and you got all the tools and resources here to be able to make that change. So this too could be you rolling around in the grass. Okay. Next card here. Clear. What's the under? Woohoo! That's a lot. That's like a book. Okay. What's the under energy? That was the overall. What's the under all energies? Okay, divine masculine. Come on. Woo! Racy Daisy. Okay, so what's going on with the divine masculine is this. Okay, so we got this big conflict that go back to this card again. Talk about this giant conflict that was happening here. Okay, so now we're moving into this. So we got to watch it here with the divine masculine. This goes two ways. In the physical, it could be the underlying thing is this conflict that's coming on. It could be also in the physical. That there's going to be a physical, hoping not, confrontation that's going on between him and this karmic situation. Person, place, a thing. Second thing, it could be also within himself. He might be having this conflict as well. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, it was quite a bit. They telling a story here, I see. And so this to me, it seems like it's also a conflict with the emotions. Like, no, this is what we gonna do. You know, we ain't gonna do this. We gonna stay in this situation forever. And like the message said, the karma said, I hope you don't think we gonna be here all day. You're not staying to the end. And you know, this is what is going on. This battle that's going on between here. So it looks like it's like he's working. This every time when I see a man with his shirt on, it's like really hard at work at doing something here. So you got to watch that. Next thing, the card that we have here is, woohoo, all right then. Okay, this one is fire, some type of action. Interesting. They both have closed. Now when I've been looking at this stuff and I see closed books, they both want to, they've gained knowledge. They both have the books closed, which represent to me a chapter closed. That's what their actions are. However, I'm looking at this feminine energy here, and this feminine energy here is stimulating the divine masculine here. So it's like, you know, we both got closed books. We both learned. And so it's really stimulating. He trying to be cool, like this ain't doing nothing. But I know if that was me, my divine master, it's over with. I'm doing that. It ain't gonna last too far on that one. I'm gonna get pushed up on something, or hurry up and let's get in the car or something. But this being cool is not gonna be. So he's playing like he's cool for school. But you got the shades on here. Okay. It got the shades on, which makes me a little kind of leery here. So this she's got white on. So this could represent also the divine feminine and divine masculine things. But we still playing Stevie Wonder about something. Something we're not seeing. Okay. I don't mean to pick on Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles, but something we're both not seeing. Okay. Although we know we need to be connected. He knows that the divine feminine stimulates, and we know that it's a closed chapter. But something here we are not seeing in our action. We're not getting the full picture. So it's like it's ready to start, but again, it's like, okay, now where are we going? Okay. Next thing, the underlying energies here is, the next thing is, this makes action. This to me, when I look at this, makes it seem like the divine masculine really feels that wherever the divine feminine is, it's like, I'm picking up this. It's like, I could do this by myself. I don't need you. It's this the independence here. This is also being the boss kind of thing. Like I'm a sex shooter shooting off in your direction. This looks like Apollonia to me. But also it's like I can kind of do it all by myself. And so also right here, you got like, to me, it's got spirits here, but you know, this is interesting thing. She's being guided. But to him, what I'm picking up here is, it does, it is being guided. And I see a fork here, which is very interesting. So, I mean, you know, it's still giving to me the action of the divine feminine with him. To him, it's like she could do this all by herself. She's getting guided. She's like, she's got food for thought. She can feed her own self. To me, I think about that thing, take the long spoon and, you know, across the way and feed other people with that. And she's helping to maybe even giving other people food for thought. So to me, it's like I'm picking up still the energy from this. Is like she could do it by himself, which makes him a little scared. I'm picking up that fear factor there. The next one, kid, as well is, here we have here for this one, the divine master. Now he is in, yeah, stick a fork in it. Yeah, he could be that too. Like I stick a fork in and I'm done. I like that. I like that too. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up. It's like it's a fence, like she don't need me. You know, she got guidance here. And the guidance I still pick up when I look at him. He's like, I don't know. It's kind of foreign to me. And it could be foreign to divine master if they're not into that spirituality. You know, like that's an alien. He looks very alien to me. So the thought of spirituality could be alien. Also, stick a fork in me, I'm done. This one here, what I see here, also we got the fire 7, which to be also is completion, spiritual. But right now, this is questionable. And what I pick up for the divine masculines when I look at this, is like, okay, well, I'm trying to heal myself, or I'm at the hospital like this. Will people, these feminines, not the divine feminines, but these feminines in general, are they going to give me time and space for me to be able to breathe, to be able to actually heal? Or I'm going to be tempted, even in my healing, to be, you know, doing all this stuff, because they look like they're just feasting off of him sexually, and they supposed to be nurses. And that's what I'm picking up from this as well. Okay. Next thing I pick up, he got a lot of stories here. In his emotions, you know what I'm picking up, this is with this divine masculine, he's not really trusting himself a lot. Like, will I go back to my old vices of addictions and things like this? You know, I might have something to celebrate, but in my emotions, am I actually ready? This is what I'm picking up, because this is a lot of, this masculine is telling me really right off the bat, he's got some sex addictions. Because this is all about the women. The women is on me. Like every day. The girls, they love me. I'm the old red lover, the heavy D. Right. So all of this here is just really, and he's saying he feels like to him, like it's just like he's just wanted, you know, almost just like I'm just used for this act, as well. For sex. Well, it's, you know, let me keep it right. Forget it. Because I was about to say, in past readings, what had happened was a lot of times the divine masculine had used his sexuality to get what he wanted. Now what I'm picking up from this divine masculine is like, I don't want that lifestyle anymore, but because it was some movie like that. Was that like the American Gigolo? And Richard Gere was trying to turn over and try to be a better person, but the people were still kind of over him. Yeah, so this is what I'm picking up. It's like, but even when I change over, let's decide I do get out of this situation, you know, will other people, women, will they accept where I am, where I'm going to? And I think he just feel like he's just being like used as a toy, as a man toy. Right. Yeah, there you go. Like, is that all he's good for? Yeah, I'm in agreement with that one. And the last one is here, fire. To me, it looks like he's his again. I feel for this one because to me, whatever it is, he's been learned to pleasure women, and he don't know who he really is. This divine masculine. It's like I just made for just a man toy, a sex toy, as a man, just the pleasure, just just that. And this is what I'm picking up. And as he's saying, as I'm getting older and I'm maturing too as well, this is somebody, man. I can't. I heard somebody talk about, yeah, I don't want to be no dirty old man like this. Later on, like, is this going to be my future? If I keep on staying in this common situation, I'm going to be a dirty old man. That's what I'm going to be doing. I don't know. So one of them stepped up and said that. He's still telling me, that's all I know is by pleasuring others. The emotions, I see 4. So he's got to create this balance. That's interesting why I say 4, because there's not a balance within him. It's just all about giving out to others. You don't think about that with the divine masculine. You think about them more so in the feminine, which is interesting that this feminine is the center of this. So he's in his feminine energies like that, where he say, I'm always a giver, I always give. I give of myself. I give of my sex. I give of my dick, he said. And that's all I kind of know, to go the straight and narrow. I don't know really how to really go that route. All right. Interesting. So what's the actions of, it's not a bad thought though. What's his idea about these connections? What's the connection between him and the true divine feminine? What's going on with that? Woohoo! Okay, this is in reverse. So he's moving into the energies of this. Can you see? That's the only thing about these cards. I love these cards, but they kind of, they need to have them a little bit more bigger. Okay, so this here with the Kamasutra position. This again, this came out again in the comp day again. Divine Union Souls, love.co, $4. This came out. He is in a position, this is 2 ways, in his feminine energies, and you can think about that in the 3D as well with the actual feminine, divine feminine. He's only having her come to him like so much. It's like, okay, you come, but okay, stop, that's it. I don't want you to really merge. I don't want to really penetrate. I don't want to have my energies with your energies. I want to take this relationship where we actually doing something. He's putting a full stop on it. But at the same time, he's got his legs wrapped around her to say, but you're mine. I made the joke on the thing. And I said that how the divine masculine grabbed my crotches. It was like, this is mine. So my thing is, I'm looking at him and say, what? I don't care about what's going on, but this is mine. So my thing is that he still is having a possession of your divine feminine. You like, hold on a second. You kind of doing this push. Like, okay, but I like to be free. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't claiming me as yours. So, I like to go. But at the same time, here you got this connection where he is grabbing onto the breast, which means he understands that you're his source of nurturing as well. But he's comfortable where he is. So that's why in your body language, like, hold on, partner. Hold on, Jim. You slow it down. We're not about to do this sexual act if everything else isn't cleared out. So this is the thing that the divine masculine is. He wants his divine feminine. You want your divine feminine energy, also in your emotions to come, but then you only allow it to be so much of a connection. The next thing that we have here in the cards, this is in reverse, so that means he's moving into that energy. This is Pentacles, so this is in the 3D. This is how he's acting towards you in the physical. Okay, so we're moving into this energy. Flip it around. So now, here it is. This one here is, to me, this is what I call the 3. This is the balance card, the 3 cups. This is the balance here. So in that balancing, you got to be able to be flexible, but at the same time, there is a connection. There is a penetration here. So there's a connection of wanting to merge both of the energies together. And he's also got you, like, he's balancing you too as well. He's holding you. in there. So, but at the same time, with you and your energies, divine feminine, or in divine feminine energies, or the emotions of the divine masculine, it's still a pullback. So the divine in his thinking, this is interesting. He's holding on and he's willing. Both of you all are focused to each other. Divine masculine is focusing on his divine feminine. Divine feminine is focusing on him as well in this connection, which lets me know that divine and his thinking and his emotions, they kind of on the same plane, but the difference is her body language, which is pulling away from this. But understanding that again in this connection, there's got to be a balance. And then there's also got to be a connection, which there and there is a wanting to merge as well, because you see the penetration of coming beyond that border right there. So the next energies and wanting to stay. Right. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, okay, you know, I don't want to remove that. I wish you would come back up, and I can't see it when it's down like that. But that's true. Whatever divine, whatever Jupiter 11 has said, it is a push and pull to the energies. The next one, I have to even get up on this one too. The next one here is, now we got the sword of truth to the side here, and at the same time, this to me is letting the divine feminine, anytime when you're in that kind of position, you doing all the work. He's just laying there. He's receiving all of the work that you're doing when you're in this position. So he is receiving, he's letting his emotions kind of do the work while the thinking is just kind of like laying there. Again, and also when you're talking about in the spiritual or in the 3D of how it's coming up, it's like the feminine is doing all of the work, all the spiritual work, while the divine masculine is receiving that. But at the same time, there is a connection to that. Let me bring it to me so I can see what's happening. He's not looking at her. He's looking up at the skies, which to me is like I'm really deep in thought and thinking. And she's not looking at him either as well, but there's just a connection, and that's true. That's just how it is. But you have the shield, and you have also shielding yourself, and you got the sword of truth that's over here to the side, which to me is like you're not really taking ownership. You know what the truth of your connection is, but you're not bringing it into ownership as to where you are presently with that one. So the next one that you have here is number 7. Okie dokie. Here in the connection here is everybody kind of doing their own thing, but we're connected. He's looked like, now this is interesting with the positioning here. I'll try to bring it a little closer to you. He's looking, he's got his head in the stars of the sky, and she's in the ground. So to me, it's like, to him, his focus, next thing, his goal is, which he needs to focus in on, is getting mastery over what's happening in the spiritual world. Her focus is trying to get mastery into what is going on in the 3D. Now, take it as the divine masculine energy split. In his thinking, he's got to focus in on spirituality. In his emotions, he's got to start focusing in on what's happening in the physical, in the 3D, what's happening in his world, life, world, and affairs. So when I see this 7, in order for you to have spiritual completion, you've got to have that balance, that temperance of both of those energies that I just talked about. And that's how you have the emotions is very calm, and waters are very calm, and you got all this growth of knowledge and greenery and grass and all that stuff right here. So this is what's going on with the divine masculine, as far as even in this connection, several ways within what's happening within him and what's going on in the 3D. Okay, I did that one. What time is it? Okay. I like to see really quick. What is he hiding? I don't want to run into your time. What time is it? Oh, we're doing good, because I want to be off of here before Jupiter gets on here. Okay. What is he hiding? Clear. His addictions. Duh, we seen this. He ain't hiding this. What kind of game you playing here? You ain't hiding this. This addiction here. All this stuff right here. This ain't no hide. What other daggone addiction thing yet? This ain't no hiding. Oh my God. This is not no hiding, homie. This ain't hiding. This hide to you? Okay, I'm gonna be nice. This is not hiding. This is not hiding. Okay, so you got to kind of work on. You got to reason. This ain't hiding, baby. This ain't hiding. It's not. Look at how it's making you feel here. You got all the swords. It's hitting you in your back. You almost dead. This is how really. If you would see your divine master and his energy, this is exactly how they are looking. They're overwhelmed. They just barely is like they're running on. When I look at him, he looks like he's just made up of fumes. Like I'm running off of fumes. Like just if you say, be gone, he would just disintegrate right there before your eyes. That's exactly how they are. That's how they feel. Okay, what things do they need to surrender? Because the Spirit always say, I have to give solutions. What things do they need to surrender? Okay, you want me to do the changes too? Okay, stop. They say do the changes. Okay. Clear. What are the changes? Woo, you got a lot. He's doing a lot of talking, ain't he, Rocky? A lot of talking. Woo! Spirit said you got to be true to you. We know that. You got to be true to you. You've got to, at the center, I can hear Anthony say, and the point of it all, I love you. No, the point of it is, well, that's true. I love you. That is the point of it all. You got to love yourself, though, too. You've got to be able to follow your bliss. Anytime I see this beautiful pink, fuchsia color pink, that lets me know that's God's passion for God. Whatever God has put the passion within you, you've got to follow that bliss. That's the center of it all. You got your heart chakra here as well. You got to get in your solar plexus here. You got to let that bloom. Let you stand in your power as well. Create this transformation in which you're opening up divine masculine from here, from how you relate to others, which is the sacral, how you creatively manifesting things, to how you're standing in your power and things, and the ability to see things as black and white. Black and white. This is what they're seeing. Anytime I see the colors black and white here, that means stop looking at things as gray, it's a blur. It's black and white. It's either or. It ain't no gray in between, okay? Next one, they say sobriety. Sobriety is going on with addictions. You can't make this stuff up. Jupiter and I 11 say this all the time. You can't make this stuff up. This came out. You see me pull it straight from the box. Sobriety. That means you've got to stop. You got to take a break from things, and these addictions that's going on. You know what it is. You know that you're, well, this is a rated R, isn't it? So we know that it seems like your dick in some ways is running the show. You've got to move that energy from your down here back up to the here, up to your head in this whole situation, because all the blood is rushing here, and you want to be able to make these decisions. Again, your solar plexus is the one. You need to come to the sunshine circle while we're doing this to help you to understand this. So this is what's going on. Right, it is. It's the wrong usage of the sacral. It is. So we've got to move that energy up. And we got this green here. And the solar, yep. And so now dietary changes. Dietary to me, it doesn't mean you can do food as well. I know we talked about there was something that was talked about change your food, your diets, the things, the intake, the sugar and things like that might be also adding on to why you have these addictions too as well. This is interesting. They got this white here. To me, is becoming pure as snow. Taking all out of the impurities to be able to transform yourself. How you got to get your crown chakra together as well. And you still got that heart here. Dietary change. To me, is like what's feeding you too. They had that fork in there. We was all putting our own theories about what that fork meant too. But as well as, what are you feeding yourself energetically, not just even food. You got to kind of let go of those things that's playing on you. You got to get support. I see what's happening with this one. You might have to go to some kind of group that helps you with addictions as well. Somebody has been through it. Maybe it's a twin flame. I got to talk to him because that makes sense. As a person who's maybe it's a twin flame as well, that's also has had addictions, see how they do work with it spiritually to help you to stand in your power, to help open up your crown chakra so you think better. But I see the color brown here. So in order for you to get to this crown being fully getting the downloads and things like this, you got to let go of some things as well. And the memories, something about what happened in the past, you've got to let go because you have a whole tight grip on that. And that's where you seems like you're standing in your power from, and where your heart, your foundations of your heart or your love is based upon that. And again, you got to do transformation again. We both saying that again. In your sacral and in your solar plexus, both of these, standing in your power and how you relate to others. What's your connections? It's not healthy. And then how you're manifesting things as well. What things do you have to surrender? Clear. Seeing it right here. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Okie dokie. One part of me is like, I don't know, you want to surrender to that because your body is already telling you the wrong things. But then somebody stepped in and said no, because again, like they say, listen to your body's message about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. If every time you have sex with somebody, or you keep on doing this act that you participating in these orgies and things of this nature like this, and your body say, I feel tired, I feel drained, you want to fall asleep at the car like I was, but I wasn't in no orgies or nothing like that. That to me, when it got to my point like that, and I say it's too many people tapping into my energies, you have to do that. You got to remember, because you're divine. This is what I'm picking up a channel message. You like a moth to a flame. These women that's jumping all on your body like this already know you're the light. And every time when they have sex with you, they are zapping that energy from you. And that's why they call you. They get that booty call at 3 a.m. in the night. And you're like, hey, what you doing? Tyrone, what you doing? And that's why everybody do like, you better call this time. But you get your behind out, so you better call Tyrone. See, because you was hanging out with Tyrone so much, you picking up Tyrone's ways. So that's why everybody do say, you better call Tyrone. Because you hanging out, you messing up a good thing you got over here. We'll mess around. But again, if your body is telling you this, especially your divine masculines, you can really resonate and feel it within your body that you're saying something is naturally not right. And I know that even for myself, there is too many energies that are draining you and that is pulling from you as well. All right, let me hear. I'm going to see what he wants to say. Is there any kind of message that you want to tell the divine feminines as we wrap up? What's the message that you want to tell? I know. Now you can see how I do. I just slap it down. There's no clear. There's no rhyme or reasons to this stuff here. What's the message that you want to tell the divine feminine? Just because I let you go doesn't mean I wanted to. I said that. I had that in the message. I just pulled it from there. I told you. I said, just because I said that on Jupiter 11 thing. I said, he said, just because I ain't out the situation, or doesn't mean that I don't want to be out of it. I just can't find a way to do it. The next day, and you can see this baby here, this divine masculine here, is a slave to this sexual addiction, this thing here. You are my heaven and earth. I am currently working on becoming the best version of myself. That's why I told you all the other day, and when I said that, just give them their space. Let them go ahead and work this out. You know, eventually, this is what I'm picking up. From this type of energies, I know it's upside down. From this type of energy, you're going to wear yourself out. Or something's going to happen. I'm not going to put this out there on there. That's going to make you stop. You know, the energy. One day you get ready to do this. Ain't no Viagra, ain't gonna be nothing there to help you to get Big Daddy up. It's just gonna stay safe. What happened? I'm trying to. Oh, so that I'm gonna tell you that. I also can predict what's gonna happen to you too. I am currently. I let go. Give me high 5 pounds, right? I love that Jupiter 11. She said towels come in different forms. This your towel. Damn, I'm trying to get it. I can't get it up. What the hell? Oh hell. So that's how that's gonna come. I'm currently working. So keep on. That's why I say leave them alone while they try to do that. Till they wear themselves out on that. Till they say I'm tired of looking at myself. I look like I don't like who I turned out to be. I'll put it in a nice way. Do you even realize how amazing you are to me? Yes. I do. I do. I do. If I didn't know that, I do. Okay, and what's the other things? What's your time? Because I want to get off of here before you get on here. Okay, I got two more. Three. Oh, I forgot to tell you what the divinity he got to move into. I don't think I can get you. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. No wonder. Clear. What things do you want to say specifically? Okay. What's your actions? What's going on? Nope. Stop. It was this. I see him right here. Stop. Don't move. Don't move. Stay right there. He said I had my guard up. I think that came up earlier about the wall. We seen that. That don't surprise me none. I got my hand in the lion's mouth and I got to work real careful to get it out. That's my grandmother saying. So it's really whatever situation is, it's got a good vice grip on him. That's an addiction where he is. He done use his manhood to be where he is. And he's figuring, you know what, this time I can't use my manhood to get out of this. Okay, so I got to find a way to even balance how to do that. But I told you, some of them, they're going to be, God has some erection dysfunction. I'm telling you on that. Like, what happened? You don't find me exciting? No, they ain't got nothing to do with it. Somebody, I just can't have sex with you no more. And he said, I'm mirroring you as well. Okay. Next one. And I want them rebel cards too. And it's divinity. Clear. Two cards here. Got to battle. You're going to have to battle up with this one. This is the battle of your life right here. In order for you to get your freedom, horses represent freedom. You got to, this mask here, but you're going to have to learn how to use that mask as a protection of some kind of way to, like it's saying to me, to use it as a weapon with your mind to get, just like your mind and this, whatever got you into this, using your other head, you're going to have to learn how to use this head as a form of being able to shield you out of these situations. This is what is bringing to me. So you've got to go to battle with people that come to you with that energies. And God of vulnerability. Learn how to protect yourself. The Achilles heel. You know what your Achilles heel. Your Achilles heel right now is your penis right now. So you've got to learn how to be able to say, okay, I got a weakness in that area. I need to find tools and resources how to use that to stop me from being so addictive. Like the word addictive. Okay, let me stop. Okay. I hear somebody say, you are so wrong. I'm not making fun of the baby, but, you know, it is addictive. That's the dick. Okay, so, the last one, I know I said the energies that I want to. What time is it? Because I don't want on this. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm doing good. Let me go on here then, because they told me this one. And then I like these rebel ones. What's the energy that he needs to be, he's going to be, source is going to be moving him to? Clear. Okay. All right. Slow down, because I'm trying to get, I don't want to offer her out of respect. Okay. Oh, the King of Wands. This is good. Okay. So we're going to be moving into some action. I like that. I'm like, woohoo! You better go, boy. So he going to get some action. Look like somebody, he told me, one of them said, I'm going to go think about getting me some counseling. Somebody kind of really helped me with this, because I really want to hold this torch, get enlightenment with where I am, be comfortable. To me, this is like casual wear. So to be really casual and comfortable where I am, I got right here my backup, which is the courage, to be able to like really be that support. He's got his back for him to move forward. He's like here, he's in the desert in the sand, which means he has nothing to go off of. Maybe, this is what I'm picking up, his family also have helped to propel these addictions, because he's got a lot of people in his families that are addictive. So this behavior of how to stop, you know, it could be like they was addicted with the lottery, drinking, doing things like this. So this type of behavior, he has nobody to go off of. His friends is the same one. They about the booty and all that stuff. And who he's hooked up with, this karmic, she the same one. She addicted to, you know, how everybody else is seeing her. She's got her addictions and she drink too. So it's like I have nothing to go on to. So he's going to move into this healthiness standing in his own power and taking his own actions. This is what I feel. That's good. Okay. All right. Okay. Got confirmation. Got a ding. That's beautiful. So let's send love and light to this divine masculine that he does follow through and to get the help that he needs. Clear. Yeah, okay, thank you. Say ding again. So yes, it's in agreement. So the spirit say, yeah, they're there. They're going to help him with it. These are my rebel decks. So this talks just like how the divine masculine talks, because they got a lot of cuss words. So his final message is to you is, it says, do the damn dishes. Soaking is not fucking washing. So he's saying at the end of for the message from the divine masculine collective to this divine masculine here is understand it's time to wash up. Let's clean up this addiction stuff like this. Stop doing the soaking, which is like keep on saying, yeah, I'm addicted. You know, I use my penis to get my way on stuff, and they be using me and all these excuses. And sometimes I do have fun in the having in the orgies and all that stuff. So they're saying that's enough of that. Let's get a little bit more deeper clean than what we're doing here, okay? Soaking is not washing, okay? Washing means get deep clean. Like they said, they want you emotionally to get deeper into stuff. Said for you to listen. You still don't fucking get it. You're not listening because why? This divine master think, I got this. It ain't that bad. You know, I can be able to handle this stuff. You know, it's all right. No, it's not all right. You got women jumping on you like this. You can't daggone breathe practically on this one. You want to be able to move into this energy here. In order for you to do that, you've got, this looks like a person that listens like, okay, yes. Now, what's the next step I got to do? Okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to go get me some counseling. I'm going to go belong to some support group. We meet every day. Every time I'm going to get me a person who's going to be a sponsor for me to tell me, you know, when I had those feelings like that. You know, that's a real thing. I mean, there was some movie that was out there that was like that. Okay, and then the next one. Go solo. Alone time equals happier times. Happier together. What that means is, again, give this divine masculine, they're telling this divine masculine and everybody else, give this one some space, I told you, so he can go and heal and get himself better. Because, again, like it had that card there, they was all jumping on him while he trying to heal. And that's not going to work. And you was part of in that pile, too. Thank you, divine confirmation. Divine feminine. All right, I'm off of here because I don't want to mess with divine Jupiter 11:11's time. Woo, Lord have mercy. That was a workout right there. But I thank you all for coming in on that. And if you came in late, make sure you do that. Same thing, just like that. If you are this divine masculine that's on there, myself has said that. Jupiter 11:11 has also had told you, yes, right. She's also, thank you. I love you all. She has also told you, come join our support group. You know, if I got somebody, I'm not putting their business out there, that I could hook you up, that can be able to help you. If you do, call, email me, divineunisols11 at gmail.com. I know several divine masculines that can help you. I got one masculine I definitely know is walking the walk just like you about addictions. I can make the connections with you, with this person that can help you to walk. And he is a twin flame that can be able to help you with this, because this is a serious thing. I know this. This is not something that you play with. So you can join our Sunshine Circle too as well. That can help you to be able to talk. That's another support group that you can have. Go to divineunisouls11.co. If you even contact me and say, I want to be a member of it, guess what? I'll give it to you for free. You don't have to pay the membership to get in there. Just let me know and say, I need this. And then I will let you be in there, and I will give you the Zoom. We meet 3 times, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's really helpful for you. So whenever you feeling like it, you can report back to us to let us know. So I will give you your membership free. If you want to, it's there. I'm giving an invitation to you for that as well. Also go to Divine Unisouls 11 for $4. Go get the one. This is a continuation from this one. Now, this is the caveat. This is the thing about this. I'm not, unless Spirit tells me I will, but this is what I'm doing. This is what, if you all have bought the reading called a hump day, this is exactly what I do. So I said, let me show you what I'm doing, so you don't think, oh, I didn't see this saying that. Just for $4, you get readings like this every Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'm going to give you a 5-minute snippet of what I'm doing. And from that point on, I'm taking the rest and I'm putting on Divine Unisouls 11.co so you can see the extended, the rest of it. Most of the time, I end up from the first row and you don't even get down to the dirty stuff until you get the extended stuff. You don't get to the down dirty like I was showing all them other cards. That don't come there. It still be PG-13 X rated R. Today was rated X all the way. XXX. I was scared to put that on there because I said, I don't know if that's going to kick them off. but this is really XXX. So we'll see what happens with this. I'm not asking for the sponsor. But again, this is what I'm doing every Wednesday. Wednesday, you get the preview. And then Wednesday after that, I put it on Divine Unisouls 11, the extended form. And then that is it. Okay? So let you know that's how it's going to go. So you get hot and juicy, you like this, go there. All right, go and run to Jupiter 11 stand. I'm out of here. As usual, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, go. Love you. All right, run to Jupiter. Run to Jupiter 11. I'm out. Bye.